Time, baby, would you please open your mind? All the devils that you're so old, and don't forget to share the wine. Let's go inside. Liberate the spirit, start the fight. How you doing? Welcome to Punks for Progress Midweek Music. My name is Punker Mike. I'm coming to you from the front porch of my house in Redlands, California. Joining me, as always, from the biggest little city in the world, anarchist and lead singer of Convulsionaires, my brother and our co-host, Aaron Alvarez.
Hey.
Oh, my God, you and that fucking mic.
What? Is there noise? Is there noise? Sorry.
Okay, Lux.
Yeah, that's fun. So,
what's up, dude?
Nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna play some music tonight. We got some stuff to talk about. Your cat's a Trump supporter, apparently.
My cat's a Trump supporter. My clutch went out of my car.
Yeah, I had to do new brakes, so shit happens.
I still like punk rock music, though. We should play some.
We should play some. This is a cover of a Sesame Street song.
Dude.
And do you remember this? Do you remember this? Well, we'll talk about it after. Let's play. Well,
and it's in our playlist, and it's freaking great. You got to watch it. And it starts out with Cookie Monster dropped his cookie, and he's looking up for it.
He's looking up in the sky because he doesn't know the difference between up and down. Bad Brains, Pay to Come. And before that, Agnostic Front, I Had Enough. And we started that set off with Mr. T Experience, Up and Down.
Yeah. He looks up and see the sky. I look down and see the ground. I look at you and sing a song about up and down.
Yeah, about up and down. You remember that? You brought that CD home, and you popped it in and started playing that CD. Oh, goodness gracious.
No. I did not bring that CD home.
Was it an album?
I brought the 12-inch fucking album home. It was before CDs.
Hang on, biker guy here. Biker guy's home. He was being polite. Trust me, that guy can get loud. Okay, so you brought the 12-inch.
Right.
And that was when I was living over off Monte Vista in Chino.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
And I was like, dude, you got to get with this shit right here. And you did. You were like, I agree with you.
What was the first song? That was Big
I don't remember the
Bug.
line, but I could look on the record. I still have it.
It's Supersonic. It was Big Black Bugs Bleed
Big
Blue Blood.
Black Bugs Bleed Blue Blood. Big Black Bugs
And the first song was Supersonic, and I was hooked. You're like, listen to this. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. And I'm like, yeah. And the second song came on, and it was Up and Down. And I freaking started singing, and you're like, how the fuck do you know this song?
That's right. That is right.
And I'm like, I just know it. You're like, how do you know this song? How do you know this song? And I'm like, it's an old Sesame Street song. And you're like, you're fucking kidding. I'm like, no, it's Sesame Street. So we had to put that one in. That's where that came from.
What else did we play in the thing? What else?
Let me look here. We played Agnostic Friend, I Had Enough. Didn't you change something about Agnostic? And then the last song was Bad Brains, Pay to Come.
I like Agnostic Front a lot. They always, every record is really good by those guys, man. And it's just, dude, really tight, quick, fucking rapid, good punk rock music, man. Always. Agnostic Front is fucking great, man.
Yeah, great punk rock band.
And they I like that you played Bad Brains right there because they come from that, Bad Brains schooled the whole fucking DC East Coast scene when they hit it, and the guys from Victim in Pain, the guys from Agnostic Front will cite Bad Brains all the time and stuff. Just that. It's not just 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. There's it's got all these kind of cool time changes and there's just cool crafted musicianship to some fucking good pissed off I'm fucking fed up with it punk rock music. It's cool.
Yeah, but Pay to Come is just that is about the fastest. It is the fastest punk rock band in the world.
Bad Brains is Bad Brains is just so great. Meanwhile, he rattles off that blah, 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 nah, and then does a backflip and frickin' HR is just so nutbag stage presence, man, jumping all over, soaring, dude. The guy Bad Brains is something to behold.
Never had a chance to see him.
Yeah, I never got to see him live either, but I've seen many a video, and yeah, one of the guys from Bad Brains stayed in my room at the Morris.
Oh, really? You're the one that you did with the the punk rock flyers?
Yeah, and I when I found out about it, I actually went down there. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I want to meet the dude." And he wasn't around. He was he's friends with Oz Double Z, who is a guy I met through the Morris. He's he's a hip hop kind of rocker dude, and he knows a lot of people. And he's a really really cool cat. And we actually kind of played around with collaborating for a little while and didn't work out. But through one of his side projects that he knows, the Digital Underground people and all those kind of people. But anyway, he did some music with the dude, and when the dude was here in town, he freaking stayed in my room at the Morris.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting outside on my front porch right now, and I'm actually, if you can't see it from where I'm sitting, You can see a few lights back there. I can see the fire on the ridge over there off the 15 freeway. And in fact, I can see more fire tonight than I could see the last few nights, which isn't good. So apparently it's not getting any better.
Well, good. Jacaranda boughs are bending in the haze.
Palm trees are candles in the wind. So
the murder wind.
The murder wind. Should we play another set?
I guess.
And it has nothing to do with Bad Religion. Hypercaphium spasonate. I said it has nothing to do with Bad Religion. I said Hypercaphium spasonate. That's what I call my puppy because she's out of control.
So I can't remember. I think it might have been Richie Dagger from Poison Idea, but it might have been someone else too. But they had posted a thing showing that somebody actually started a petition, not GoFundMe, but damn it, what is it? The big petition page that you can go to and start signing your petition. God, what is it called? But anyway, they went on there and they tried to get a petition to get them to change the name because it was insensitive, the spaz thing.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
So all kinds of people were posting. It was hilarious. Dude. No one took it seriously. Like whoever the idiot was that frickin' actually was offended because it has the word spaz in it was just trying way too hard. PC police, whatever.
You heard what I heard something today. I guess I was listening to Young Turks, and I'm not sure if it was yesterday's show or the show the day before, but apparently, how Usain Bolt has been kicking everybody's ass and turning around and smiling and chit-chatting with the other guys, and while he's kicking everybody's ass in the Olympics, and apparently, Ellen tweeted a picture of that was photoshopped. Well, no, it was photoshopped, and it was Ellen, and she was on his back,
right.
As he's running. She's like, my new way of doing errands. And apparently some people thought this was racist and freaking totally attacked her on Twitter. And it's really, of all people, Ellen, racist? Are you fucking kidding? I'm like, I've got.
Those are the kind of stories that get the Trump supporter person to go, see with the PC where it's gone too far against America with the PC. And it's well, and they're kind of right. It is. Come on.
No, we talked about this.
And fucking, calling your album Hypercaphium Spasonate. I mean, all I take from that is they're twacked out on coffee, so they're spazzing out.
Exactly.
And playing punk rock music.
Hypercaphium Spasonate.
And they're not
exactly.
making fun of look.
As who's guilty of using the word retard when we really shouldn't. It's a word we should probably get rid of our fucking joking vernacular and whatever, and I still use it because I've used it for years, but that's not even what the Descendents are doing. They're not it's not, to them it's not acting like a retard or something that is arguably not very politically correct and it's arguably insensitive, right? But that's not what they're doing. They're we're going to drink a bunch of coffee and trip the fuck out and play some punk rock music for you.
It's just great stupid. Well, should we play Victim of Me?
We should.
That's a great song, by the way.
It is. It's excellent. It sounds like Hypercaphium Spasonate.
Descendents, Victim of Me. All right. That was Leave Me Alone by the Circle Jerks. That goes out to somebody special. And before that was So What, a live version by Anti-Nowhere League. And we started that set off with the Descendents, Victim of Me. Is that just Descendants or the Descendants?
I don't know.
It says Descendants. Anyway.
If you add the, it has to be the Descendants.
The Descendants? Okay.
Yeah.
And then your favorite band, the Anti-Nowhere League.
I really like the Anti-Nowhere League. And that's a really foul song.
It is. It's foul.
Yeah. There's nothing nice really going on in that tune.
So what?
Exactly.
So what? All right. So tell me about the Dandy. Tell me about Dandy Cat.
Well, that
Dandy
little
Cat.
fucker. See, he shit all over my couch again. And the thing is,
What the fuck, man? I've never heard of a cat that doesn't shit in a litter box.
well, what he's doing, he's like, check it out. In my house now, motherfucker. That's what he's doing. He's like, all right, you think you're all like tall and not a little cat like me and shit? Watch this. Watch this. Because, dude, anybody knows me my whole life. I could have like a luxurious penthouse master bedroom, you know, with like, you know, that's like the bed could fit like 40 people in it, and I would sleep on the couch in my living room where the TV is. That's just kind of
Well,
who I
you
am.
remember when I lived in Chino there off Monte Vista, I slept on that fucking couch all the time.
Right. That's just how I am, man. And like, so he's essentially shitting on my bed. Yeah.
He loves
And he looked
you.
at and he looked at me and he said that it was tremendous. Believe me, he said that to me. So I know he's loving Trump.
I just got a text from Kahuna Chris. Apparently, he's watching us on Facebook right now because I'm streaming live. And he's like, all I can hear is you. Where's the music? And
Well, that's what I thought. I figured you were going to play the music too because you went live on Facebook. And so, no, it's just.
well, you know what?
watch
Maybe I should play this next set then. What do you think?
Okay, that's how you do it.
Well, this song, I have never heard this song before. You popped it in the playlist for somebody there. You want to tell us about it?
Oh, we're going to play Immortal Technique. The Poverty of Philosophy. Dude, it's so fucking good. He just... well, like I was telling you, Mike, it's like it would have been the perfect track to play when we did our show with Baldo because it really covers a lot of South America issues, and he just gets it right on. He just nails it. And it's badass. Pay close attention, man. It's a fucking cool song.
Most of my Latino and black people who are struggling to get food, clothes, and shelter in the hood are so concerned with that philosophizing about freedom and socialist democracy is usually, unfortunately, beyond their rationale. They don't realize that America can't exist without separating them from their identity. Because if we had some sense of who we really are, there's no way in hell we'd allow this country to push its genocidal consensus on our homelands. This ignorance exists, but it can be destroyed. Niggas talk about change and working within the system to achieve that. The problem with always being a conformist is that when you try to change the system from within, it's not you who changes the system, it's the system that will eventually change you. There is usually nothing wrong with compromising a situation, but compromising yourself in a situation is another story completely. And I have seen this happen long enough in the few years that I've been alive to know that it's a serious problem. Latino America is a huge colony of countries whose presidents are cowards in the face of economic imperialism. You see, third world countries are rich places, abundant in resources, and many of these countries have the capacity to feed their starving people and the children we always see digging for food and trash on commercials. But plutocracies, in other words, a government run by the rich, such as this one, and traditionally oppressive European states, force the third world into buying overpriced, unnecessary goods while exporting huge portions of their natural resources. I'm quite sure that people will look upon my attitude and sentiments and look for hypocrisy and hatred in my words. But my revolution is born out of love for my people, not hatred for others. You see, most of Latinos are here because of the great inflation that was caused by American companies in Latin America. Aside from that, many are seeking a life away from the puppet democracies that were funded by the United States. Places like El Salvador, Guatemala, Peru, Colombia, Nicaragua, Ecuador, and la República Dominicana. And not just Spanish-speaking countries either, but Haiti and Jamaica as well. As different as we have been taught to look at each other by colonial society, we are in the same struggle. And until we realize that, we'll be fighting for scraps from the table of a system that has kept us subservient instead of being self-determined. And that's why we have no control over when the embargo will stop in Cuba or when the bombs will stop dropping in Vieques. But you see, here in America, the attitude that is fed to us is that outside of America, there live lesser people. Fuck them, let them fend for themselves. No, fuck you. They are you. No matter how much you want to dye your hair blonde and put fake eyes in, or follow an anorexic standard of beauty, or no matter how many diamonds you buy from people who exploit your own brutally to get them, no matter what kind of car you drive, or what kind of fancy clothes you put on, you will never be them. They're always gonna look at you as nothing but a little monkey. I'd rather be proud of what I am rather than desperately try to be something I'm really not, just to fit in. And whether we want to accept it or not, that's what this culture or lack of culture is feeding us. I want a better life for my family and for my children, but it doesn't have to be at the expense of millions of lives in my homeland. We're given the idea that if we didn't have these people to exploit, that America wouldn't be rich enough to let us have these little petty material things in our lives and basic standards of living. No, that's wrong. It's the business giants and the government officials who make all the real money. We have whatever they kick down to us. My enemy is not the average white man. It's not the kid down the block or the kids I see on the street. My enemy is the white man I don't see. The people in the White House, the corporate monopoly owners, fake liberal politicians. Those are my enemies. The generals of the armies that are mostly conservative. Those are the real motherfuckers that I need to bring it to. Not the poor, broke, country-ass soldier that's too stupid to know shit about the way things are set up. In fact, I have more in common with most working and middle-class white people than I do with most rich black and Latino people. As much as racism bleeds America, we need to understand that classism is the real issue. Many of us are in the same boat, and it's sinking, while these bougie motherfuckers ride on the luxury liner. And as long as we keep fighting over kicking people out of the little boat we're all in, we're gonna miss an opportunity to gain a better standard of living as a whole. In other words, I don't want to escape the plantation. I wanna come back, free all my people, hang the motherfucker that kept me there, and burn the house to the goddamn ground. I wanna take over the encomienda and give it back to the people who work the land. You cannot change the past, but you can make the future. And anyone who tells you different is a fucking lethargic devil. I don't look at a few token Latinos and black people in the public eye as some type of achievement for my people as a whole. Most of those successful individuals are just sellouts and house Negroes. But I don't consider brothers a sellout if they move out of the ghetto. Poverty has nothing to do with our people. It's not in our culture to be poor. That's only been the last 500 years of our history. Look at the last 2,000 years of our existence and what we brought to the world in terms of science, mathematics, agriculture, and forms of government. You know, the idea of a confederation of provinces where one federal government controls the states? The Europeans who came to this country stole that idea from the Iroquois League. The idea of impeaching a ruler comes from an Aztec tradition. That's why Montezuma was stoned to death by his own people, because he represented the agenda of white Spaniards once he was captured, not the Aztec people who would become Mexicans. So in conclusion, I'm not gonna vote for anybody just because they black or Latino. They have to truly represent the community and represent what's good for all of us proletariat. Porque si no, entonces te mando pa'l carajo, cabrón, gusano, hijo de puta. Seramos libres pronto. ¡Viva la revolución! ¡Viva la revolución!
They trap you and they use you before you even know. Well, love is blind and you're far too kind. Don't ever let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, the can such a pretty show to steal your heart away. The backstage back on earth again. The dressing rooms are great. They come on strong and it ain't too long, but I make you feel a man. But love is blind and you soon will find you're just a boy again. When you wanna live, you get a cheek, makes you wonder where you are. If you want some more, then she's fast asleep, leaves you twinkling with the stars. Poor young grandson, there's nothing I can say. You'll have to learn just like me, and that's the hardest way. Ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, yeah. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger,
There are some things that God gets from his heart. Some of those things get spaced, others never forgot. I got such a tradition I keep in my truck cab. Ooh, this bottle man. Ooh, this bottle man. Miles and miles and all the while I feel secure. Even when the fuse gets short, I can keep my nerve. Believe in such a tradition I got in my truck cab. Ooh, this bottle man. Ooh, this bottle man. This bottle man, this bottle man. Ooh, this bottle man. This bottle man, this bottle man. This bottle man. Driving in his shoes, using the bottle he used. Every time I pop, I think of my pop and pay my dues. Respect such a tradition, a shrine in my truck cab. bottle man. Ooh, piss bottle man. Ooh, piss bottle man. Ooh, piss bottle man. Ooh, piss bottle man. Piss bottle man. Piss bottle man.
All right, that was Piss Bottle Man by Mike Watt. And before that was Ooh La La by Faces. Wasn't that Rod Stewart's band?
That was.
That's what I thought.
After the Small Faces.
And then we started that set off with The Poverty of Philosophy by Immortal Technique. And then we played that for one of our dear
Katie.
subscribers, Katie Calling.
Yeah. You know why I think I sound like shit on our janky podcast?
Well, now you sound
'Cause
decent.
one, I can hear a delay on our. We're abusing our right to go live on Facebook. Is what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around, so I thought, what the fuck?
Our vast legion of followers, they just get to see you in a hat that's not as cool as your kid's hat,
Right.
and
And only hear me talk. They don't get to hear you talk, and they don't get to hear the music.
Right.
So the bottom line is, you get to watch and you get to listen to me record the damn show, but you don't get to listen to the show with the music until I get it up on Facebook. And that's something we didn't do in the beginning, is plug the social medias. But I'm fucking over plugging social medias. Punks for Progress, YouTube and Facebook, right?
all over the place. Yeah.
Right. And on Twitter, Punks 4 Progress. Aaron does the Facebook. I do the Twitter. So not always the same. You might want to subscribe to both.
But we team up on you sometimes.
Now you sound like
It's
shit
okay.
again. Just so you
well-
know, hey, we got a donation on our
We
GoFundMe
did.
page. We did. Kahuna,
did.
our buddy Kahuna Chris kicked down $20, man.
That's badass. And you know what I did? I went straight down to Nordstrom's rack and checked out like the new Ben Shermans they got in for the season. So, kind of get an idea what I'm going to get when other people contribute to our GoFundMe.
I wish I would
Had
have
a couple
known.
good Ben Shermans down there.
I may need a new pair of Ben Shermans.
You're gonna. So thank you, Kahuna. We're that much closer to our Ben Sherman.
And maybe we can do something about your freaking laptop, because you sound
Oh.
like shit.
Oh,
Now you're going to
that's
sound
right.
better. There you go. Now you're good. I heard a click.
Yeah.
All right. So you put this next set in. Well, most of it.
What did I pick?
Well, you put in Piss Bottle Man. Tell me about Piss Bottle Man.
Well,
'cause I
that's
had
that
never
Mike
heard
Watt
that song.
album. That's a Mike Watt. And
Okay, we played a song off of that.
Yeah, we played songs off of that album before. It's Ball Hog or Tugboat, and it's so it's like 2 albums. It's a double LP, shit ton of music on it, and each and every track is Mike Watt's the only
Constant through the whole thing. It's a completely different lineup for every track, and it's just got all kinds of people. Dudes like Dinosaur Jr. and Henry Rollins, and like I think Kathleen Hanna is on it, and like just all kinds of people. And so that song's from it, and it's great. It's about as you learn some things from your pop, like have a piss bottle in your truck, valuable life lessons. And I'm just a dude over here, a fucking Trump supporter for a cat that shits on my couch for Trump. The hell? Piss bottle ain't gonna do me no
What the
good.
hell is that about?
Yeah. My Trump cat, Dandy the Trump cat, can't fucking shit in a piss bottle.
I have a feeling I know what's wrong tonight. It has something to do with... Yeah, that's what I thought. It has something to do with our internet connection. Let me see if that's any better. No, that's not any better, but whatever.
Well, leave
You know
a text
what?
monkey.
I'll tell you what.
Do something about
Why don't we play a set of music and come back and let me see what I can do with this internet connection so you don't sound so fucking janky.
All right.
Let's play a couple of songs by the Dwarves. This is I Will Deny.
for everyone, everything you've done for me, and nothing in between. We live in infamy, uncontrollably, and we see the savage beast. Fuck the world, I will deny you. I will deny, atomize, terrorize, and mesmerize it. Fuck the world, I will deny you. I will deny, will deny. Never for everyone, it's time to have some fun with it. Man from Galilee, no time for chastity. That would have to be my dream. Please the Nazarene, this one is free. Fuck the world, I will deny you. I will deny, atomize, terrorize, and mesmerize it. Fuck the world, I will deny you. I will deny, will deny. Nobody loves me, nobody cares. And when I die there won't be nobody there. Nobody loves me, nobody cares. And when I die, I wanna die, I wanna die. Fuck the world, I will deny you. I will deny, atomize, terrorize, and mesmerize it. Fuck the world, I will deny you. I will deny, will deny. All alone and needs somebody there. Crystal sees into the future, tells me that she's an asshole, should have Roger really cares. I sit and wonder if we are sharing a different world, and all these naked emotions whirling around me swirl. And I'm in love with everybody's girl. Look at Brenda there with Luke, she's giving him the boot. Oh, but Kelly's standing by. Oh, and here comes my Madonna. Ask her, do you wanna? But I never even tried. I sit and wonder if we are sharing a different world, and all these TV emotions making the channels twirl. And I'm in love with everybody's girl. Be so kind as not to tell me what you find out there. We'll lie in bed watching reruns of another world, just like a drunk ballerina stuck on a tilt the world. And I'm in love with everybody. I'm in love with everybody. I'm in love.
Oh, you're creepy.
With everybody's girl. Oh yeah, everybody's girl. Everybody's girl. In love with everybody. 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 Everybody's girl.
45 Grave. You're so evil. All right, and before that, we played Two by the Dwarves, Everybody's Girl, and I Will Deny. So I think I got our jankiness figured out. You sound a little better to me now.
Are you sure?
Now you sound like shit. See, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Are you serious?
You're totally messing with me.
I'm not messing with you, I promise. It sounds bad.
It says it sounds bad. Skype's giving me issues. It says, no, I don't want webcam. The quality is low. I don't know why the quality is low. I have bars, man. I have like 5 bars. I moved to the backyard closer to the webcam extension.
I told you it's because your internet's a Trump supporter.
It's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's winning by being tremendous, but it's not providing any type of like service like internet.
That's so not tremendous. So, okay, it clicked. You sound good for a second. Then, quick, tell me about the Convulsionaires. Let's talk about Convulsionaires. You guys have a new song out. You just did your EP release party. We talked about that.
Yeah, and then so we have a new song that Jelly wrote that's about Reno, and it's cool. And so we're actually going to play a version of it. It's kind of a horrible version. It's just off my fucking voice recorder off my phone at practice. But it's cool. It's just kind of, he did a good job, I think, of capturing what it's like to kind of be in a band in Reno, but it has a really fun, epic ending, which is.
It reminds me of a song that you would play at the end of your set when you play in Reno.
And it's got lots of sing along in it. We all live in Reno as a chorus, and again, this is a really horrible recording, but for the 3 people who listen to us, here you go, Cousin Rhonda. It's one of our new songs. And Brian, sorry, your hat's better than your dad's.
I actually played it for Brian this afternoon. He's like, it still doesn't sound like Cousin Stinky, and I'm like, it's him, bro. I promise you. All right. Well, before we play that song, then, if that's all you want to tell us about it, I think I just plugged this on our last set. The social medias, Fitter and Twacebook.
Fitter and Twacebook, dude. We got them, God. And then we got the GoFundMe, and
we got the GoFundMe. Thanks, and big shock is to Kahuna Chris. Man, that was really bitchin',
yeah, thank you, bro. And it's going to sit there for a while, Chris, until it becomes enough for us to do something. But, dude, that was awesome. Thank you so much, bro. We really appreciate it. And eventually, it will be better gear, and we'll get, like, Jill Stein internet instead of Trump internet.
Jill Stein, 1%, woo!
It's going to piss my cat off when we do, too. My cat is going to trip the fuck out.
She's going to start pissing and shitting all over your bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. He's going to do tremendous. He's going to be winning
tremendously. Bigly. Be winning bigly. What are we going to be talking about on Sunday's show? Is anybody going to be joining us? Do we have anything we want to...
That is when we're supposed to have
promotion.
We're supposed to have Chris from Black Lives Matter, who we've supposed to have the last 2 weeks and it hasn't worked, but she's supposed to be here. So we have that happening. And there are other things that... I'm interested in talking about, but you'll just have to wait and see. And they're about real things, not my cat being a Trump supporter.
Did you do your Russian homework?
A little bit.
Ditto. I've done a little bit. I've delved into it microscopically.
Right.
So we can get into that. I found some bitchin' memes I put up. So follow us on the Twitter. You want to find my bitchin' memes. Oh my god. All right, man. It's a full moon. Tonight's a full moon.
It is, and enjoy our song. And I was going to tell you, it was kind of cool when we actually just played the song, basically kind of debuted it in Reno when we played the CD release show. And what was kind of neat was it was an outdoor stage, and you could see Circus Casino in the background behind us. And the end of the song is it's all about Circus Circus. You got to listen to the song, but it was kind of cool because I was able to point at Circus Circus when we got to the part in the song where it was
I'm
relevant.
looking forward to something other than a demo version.
Yeah, it's going
because
to take
the
a
demo
while.
version I thought sounded pretty good. All right, man. Thanks.
Cool, man. Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. We'll talk to you on Sunday.
Cool.
Peace out, guys.
With your heart, my friend, what you gonna do with your sound? Let's look it through, my friend. We all go.
knock that old casino down. We don't need that ugly building in the biggest little town. Knock it down, knock the circus down. Let the wrecking ball demolish that giant smiling.
Peppermint. My neighbor neighbor. Welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine things? Are they scary things? Do you ever imagine things? Things you'd like to have? Did you ever see a cat's eyes in the dark and wonder what they were? Did you ever pretend about things like that before? Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think and they'll grow. Agape, that's one way that you say love. There are so many ways of expressing love in this world. Imagine every person that you see is somewhat different from every other person in the world. Some can do some things, some can do others. Did you ever think of the many things you've learned to do? Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think and they'll grow. Did you feel like going like that? Let's give the fish some food. Mr. McFeely, I didn't order any whistle. That's what they call a slide whistle. Did you feel like going like that? There are so many things to learn about in this world, and so many people who can help us learn. Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think and they'll grow.